Here's something that happens in almost every backyard in America. You buy a fruit tree. You plant it in the ground. And 5 years later, you're still waiting for fruit. Or worse, the tree grows so huge you can't even reach the fruit at the top. I want you to know something most garden stores will never tell you. You do not need a big yard, or even a yard at all, to grow real, juicy fruit at home. You just need the right tree and the right pot. Today, I'm going to show you 15 dwarf fruit trees that grow perfectly happy in containers, right on your porch, patio, or balcony. Stick with me until the end, because tree number 1 on this list is the one most new gardeners get totally wrong, and I'll show you the one simple fix that changes everything. Let's start with number 1, the Meyer lemon. Here's the problem. Most people think lemon trees need a huge farm and hot weather all year long, so they never even try. But here's the proof. Meyer lemon trees are naturally small. Their roots don't spread wide, they grow deep and tight, which is exactly what a pot needs. And this tree can handle cooler nights better than regular lemons. The solution is simple. Get a pot at least 10 gallons in size, use well-draining soil, and place it where it gets 6 hours of sun. In winter, just roll it indoors near a window. You'll get real lemons, sometimes within the first year. Number 2, the key lime. This one is even more forgiving than lemon. The problem most people have is they think citrus is fussy and needs perfect care. The proof is simple science. Key lime trees are used to poor rocky soil in their home islands. That means they actually do better with a little neglect than too much fussing. The solution? Water only when the top 2 inches of soil feel dry, and don't overfeed it. This tiny tree will reward you with limes that taste 10 times better than store-bought ones. But wait, the next fruit tree on this list surprises almost everyone because most people don't even know it can grow in a pot at all. Number 3, the dwarf fig tree, like the Little Miss Figgy variety. The problem is people think fig trees grow into giant shade trees, which is true if you plant them in the ground. But here's the proof. Figs actually love being a little cramped. Tight roots signal the tree to focus energy on fruit instead of just growing leaves and branches. So a container is not a limit, it's an advantage. The solution is to pick a wide, shallow pot, since fig roots spread more than they go deep, and keep it in full sun. You could get 2 harvests a year with this one. Number 4, the dwarf pomegranate. Here's the problem. People assume pomegranates need desert-like heat and huge space. The proof is that dwarf pomegranates were bred specifically for small spaces, and they actually produce more flowers per branch when kept slightly root-bound in a pot. The solution is easy. Use a pot with excellent drainage holes because pomegranates hate sitting in wet soil, and give it as much sun as you can. Bonus, the flowers alone are stunning, even before fruit shows up. Number 5, the dwarf blueberry bush. Now technically it's a bush, not a tree, but it belongs on this list because so many people don't realize it works in containers. The problem is most folks plant blueberries in regular garden soil and then wonder why they never get sweet berries. Here's the proof behind that. Blueberries need acidic soil, and most home soil is not acidic enough. In a pot, you control the soil completely. The solution is to use special acidic potting mix made for azaleas or blueberries, and add a little coffee grounds once in a while. This one trick alone can double your berry harvest. But the next tree is one almost nobody expects to see on a patio. Number 6, the columnar dwarf apple tree, like the North Pole variety. The problem is apple trees seem impossible in small spaces because we picture those huge orchard trees. The proof is that columnar apples were specially grown to shoot straight up instead of wide, almost like a green pillar, so they barely take up floor space. The solution is to place it against a sunny wall or railing and use a deep pot since apple roots go down more than out. You can literally fit an apple tree in a space the size of a broom. Number 7, the dwarf peach tree, like Bonanza or Pixie. Here's the problem. People think peaches need a full orchard to produce fruit. But the proof is that these dwarf peach varieties were created just for patios, and they still produce full-size juicy peaches, just on a smaller frame. The solution is to prune it once a year to keep its shape neat, and bring it to a sunny spot during blooming season so bees can easily reach the flowers. Number 8. The dwarf cherry tree, like compact stella. The problem most people run into is thinking cherry trees need a partner tree nearby to make fruit. The proof is that stella cherries are self-pollinating, meaning one single tree can make fruit all by itself, no partner needed. This is huge for small spaces. The solution is to keep the pot in a spot with strong morning sun and net it gently when fruit appears, because birds love cherries just as much as we do. But wait, the next one on this list is a personal favorite because it barely needs any care at all. Number 9. The dwarf kumquat tree. The problem is people ignore kumquats because they think it's just a decoration plant. The proof is that kumquats are actually one of the toughest citrus trees, handling both cold snaps and heat better than lemons or oranges. The solution is simple, just don't overwater it and let the soil dry slightly between waterings. This little tree looks like a work of art when it's full of orange fruit. Number 10. The dwarf mandarin, like the tango variety. Here's the problem. People confuse mandarins with big orange trees and assume they're too much work. The proof is that dwarf mandarins were bred to stay under 5 feet tall, and their sweet fruit peels easily. No seeds, no mess. The solution is to feed it a citrus fertilizer every few weeks during growing season and give it full sun for the sweetest fruit. Number 11. The dwarf apricot, like the Garden Annie variety. The problem is apricots have a reputation for being delicate and hard to grow. The proof is that Garden Annie was created specifically to handle container life, staying compact and even tolerating some frost. The solution is to keep the pot in a sheltered spot during early spring, since apricot blossoms can be sensitive to sudden cold snaps. Number 12. The dwarf banana plant, like the dwarf Cavendish. The problem is most people think you need a tropical jungle backyard to grow bananas. The proof is that dwarf Cavendish plants naturally stay under 8 feet, and many container versions stay even smaller, around 4 to 6 feet. The solution is to use a large, heavy pot so it doesn't tip over, and keep the soil consistently moist, since bananas love water more than most fruit plants. But hold on, this next one might be the most surprising fruit tree on the entire list. Number 13. The dwarf olive tree, like the Arbequina variety. The problem is people never even consider olives as a fruit tree for home growing. The proof is that Arbequina olives are self-pollinating and naturally compact, and they actually prefer being a little stressed and dry, unlike most fruit trees. The solution is to water it sparingly, let it dry out between waterings, and give it as much direct sun as possible. This tree also looks beautiful all year round, even without fruit. Number 14. The dwarf mulberry tree. The problem is people avoid mulberries thinking they'll get too messy and huge, dropping fruit everywhere. The proof is that dwarf mulberry varieties were bred to stay small and tidy, perfect for a pot on a patio, with much less mess than the giant yard versions. The solution is to place a saucer or tray under the pot during fruiting season to catch any drips and enjoy the sweet berries without the giant tree headache. And finally, number 15. The dwarf pear tree. Here's the problem. So many people believe pear trees need years and years, plus a giant yard, before giving any fruit. The proof is that dwarf pear varieties, especially ones grown on special dwarfing roots, can fruit within 2 to 3 years, much faster than standard pear trees, and stay under 8 feet tall. The solution is to plant 2 different pear varieties near each other if possible, since most pears need a partner tree to pollinate properly, even in pots. Now, here's that number 1 mistake I promised you at the start. The biggest mistake people make with every single tree on this list is using a pot that is too small and then never repotting it as the tree grows. When roots have no room to breathe, the tree gets stressed, stops making flowers, and fruit production drops to almost nothing. The simple fix is this. Every year, check if roots are circling tightly around the bottom of the pot. If they are, move up to a pot 2 to 4 inches wider. That one small habit is the real secret behind healthy, fruit-loaded container trees. If this video helped you see your patio or balcony in a whole new way, you're exactly the kind of person our channel was made for. At Chill Harvest Garden, we believe gardening should be simple, relaxed, and honestly, kind of fun, not stressful or expensive. When you subscribe, you're joining a growing group of smart home gardeners who are learning how to grow more, spend less, and enjoy every step of it. So hit that subscribe button, not for us, but for the future harvests waiting for you right on your own porch. I'll see you in the next video.